Is the U.S. losing its currency war? 2025 global shifts. What if I told you the most powerful weapon in the world today doesn't explode? It doesn't fire missiles. It simply prints. For over 70 years, the U.S. dollar has ruled not just trade, but geopolitics. But in 2025, the world is shifting. And this shift isn't happening with bombs or ballots, but with code, contracts, and confidence. From BRICS bypassing the dollar, to central banks stockpiling gold, to AI-based transactions skipping banks entirely, the question is no longer if, but how fast the dollar is losing ground. Is the U.S. losing its currency war? Let's find out. Currency wars aren't fought with soldiers. They're fought with spreadsheets. Nations compete to make their currencies more dominant. Why? Because the dominant currency holds the power to control trade pricing, enforce sanctions, finance wars and infrastructure, and build global alliances. Whoever controls the currency of trust controls the world. For nearly a century, that currency has been the U.S. dollar. But history tells us every empire faces its challenger. It all began in 1944 with the Bretton Woods Agreement. The world chose the U.S. dollar, backed by gold, as the global reserve currency. But in 1971, Nixon removed the gold backing. Many feared collapse. Instead, something genius happened. The U.S. struck a deal with Saudi Arabia. Oil would be priced in dollars only. This created the petrodollar system. Now, every country needed dollars to buy oil, which meant demand for the dollar was locked in. That demand allowed America to borrow cheaply, fund its military, and run deficits without crashing its economy. More than just trade, the petrodollar became a tool for foreign policy leverage. Countries that disobeyed faced exclusion, sanctions, or worse. Iraq, Iran, and Libya, nations that tried to step away from the petrodollar, faced intense pressure or military action. It sent a message. The dollar wasn't just money, it was geopolitical dominance. Fast forward to today. BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, now generate over 32% of global GDP, surpassing the G7. They're not just trading goods, they're rewriting financial rules. In 2024, Russia sold oil to India in rupees. China settled trade with Brazil in yuan. Saudi Arabia hinted it may accept non-dollar payments. Then came the big move, a proposed BRICS digital currency, backed by gold and other commodities. This wasn't rebellion. This was a blueprint for a parallel system. Even smaller nations in Africa, the Middle East, and Southeast Asia are watching closely, because they're tired of dollar dependency, IMF strings, and the risk of sanctions. Countries like Malaysia, Kenya, and even Argentina have expressed interest in joining alternative trade mechanisms or BRICS plus observer status. In uncertain times, the world turns to something timeless: gold. In 2022, central banks bought more gold than any time in 70 years. By 2025, they've shattered even that record. Why? Because when the U.S. froze $300 billion of Russia's reserves, the world realized your digital dollars aren't really yours. So countries like Turkey, China, Kazakhstan, Ghana, Egypt all started buying gold like it was 1930. Gold can't be hacked, can't be frozen, can't be canceled. It's not just metal anymore. It's geopolitical insurance. But gold isn't the only player. In 2025, AI plus blockchain are transforming money itself. China's digital yuan is active in 20-plus countries. India's digital rupee works with UPI and CBDC pilot programs. Ripple, XRP, Stellar, Ethereum-based systems are replacing old banking rails and AI. AI algorithms are now automating cross-border currency exchange, detecting transaction fraud in seconds, predicting forex movements more accurately than ever. You don't need a dollar to settle global trade anymore. You just need a wallet and a network. Even US-based companies like PayPal and Circle are piloting cross-border payments using stablecoins. In parts of Latin America and sub-Saharan Africa, small businesses are switching to USDC, Tether, and local CBDCs for faster, more stable transactions. In some refugee zones, stablecoins are being used as emergency lifelines, providing access to currency when local banking collapses. Let's pause here. What gives a currency value? Not gold, not GDP, trust. For decades, the world trusted the dollar because of America's strong institutions, political stability, and open markets. But that trust is cracking. With rising U.S. debt, internal division, and weaponized finance, even allies are asking, what if we're next? Nations are no longer enemies of the dollar, they're simply building escape routes. Let's talk facts. The dollar still powers 58% of global reserves. U.S. bonds are considered safe. 80% plus of world trade still involves USD. But BRICS is building new rails. Gold is rising. AI is neutralizing middlemen. Blockchain is replacing old trust systems. So is the U.S. losing? Not defeated, but clearly challenged. And challenge brings change. This isn't just about governments, it's about your life. If the dollar loses dominance, import prices may rise, currency volatility may grow, U.S. influence over tech and trade may shrink. Even your freedom to send money abroad could change. And if programmable currencies take over, you'll gain speed, but possibly lose control. So here's the big question. If power is shifting, who will hold the remote? And what happens if your country's wallet no longer connects to the global system? Imagine your savings devalued overnight, or your business payments blocked due to foreign policy. This isn't science fiction. It's already happening. In small ways, in real places. And for you, the viewer, it's time to think long-term. Do you trust your money? Or do you just use it out of habit? If this helped you understand the global shift, like, subscribe, and comment below. Which currency do you trust most, and why? Stay sharp, stay curious, and always remember, money has power, only as long as people believe in it.